What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy Varney, and today I've got a MilithLoop deck profile for y'all on the DCGO sim that is being headed up by Huang Zero. A reminder that this sim will be free to use and will have no art assets when this drops tentatively in spring 2024. If y'all want to keep up with it, and y'all want to know when it drops, join the Huang Zero Discord, follow him on Twitter, and also join our Discord so that you know when the sim comes out, because trust me, we will let you guys know. Now, with that being said, let's jump into the deck profile. So this is almost exactly the same deck list that I used in the last video that we did where it was MilithLoop versus Anubismon. Might be some slight modifications, but this is generally where I like my list at. So we've got our 4 eggs for Digimon. The reason we run Digimon is because our Guillemons Digivolve 0 from Digimon. Otherwise, they would cost 1, and we don't like 1 cost to Digivolve rookies. It has a nice inheritable, plus 2k when another Digimon is deleted, but realistically, they're just in here to give us a purple base, and B, for the 0 cost Digivolve. Now, I'm a little bit of a madman. You can see the ratios up here. I run 8 rookies. I do like 9 sometimes, but it's so hard to fit everything you want in the deck. I'm content with 8. I would not go less than 8. You run 2 of the Rush Guillemon. The Rush Guillemon is super important in the late game, so it's really not important in the early game. I would like to run, if I did run 9 rookies, I would run 3 of these, because I generally like to have the 1 in trash to play off the War Growl, and 1 in hand so that I can hit for game if I'm playing a game where I do end up going for the security swings. But other than that, I think it's fine at 2. I think you can get away with this at 2. We do run 4 of the EX3 Guillemon. This one is just so good on deletion. You pop a 3k or less, so it pops floodgates, it pops just rookies in general. And it also trashes the top 2 cards of the deck for both players. So it's the beginning of your mill strat. If your opponent deletes it, if you use this to delete off of the Alice, or you Calling from Darkness, this is going to mill 2 cards. And then we've got 2 of the BT5 Guillemon. This does Digivolve for 0, obviously because it's not a dual color rookie. If this card was deleted by an effect, gain a memory. Honestly, I use this one the least, and if I actually might bump this down to 1 and the EX4 Guillemon up to 3, because I really don't generally, if I'm gonna pop something, I'm gonna pop this because I'm just trying to mill more cards. This is nice when you need that extra memory gain, but the amount of times that this comes up, to be honest with you, is like it almost never comes up. It's definitely useful, and I'm not saying it's not useful. I'm just saying, in the amount of games that I've played with the deck, knowing which ones I play out, which one gets popped for various reasons, it's normally this one that's getting popped. I mean, this is a free Calling from the Darkness, which is cool, but, you know, again, but I like the 2-2 ratio on them for now, so we're going to keep it at that. Going on to our champion lineup, we've got 7 total. I got 4 of the Black Gromon from EX4. This card is arguably the best card in deck. I say arguably. When Digivolving, you trash top 2 cards of both players' decks, and then you return a Guillemon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon from trash to hand. So the significance of why this is so good is because if you don't have a rookie and you need a rookie, pull a rookie back. If you don't have your ultimate and you need the ultimate because it got milled, pull it back. It's really good for facilitating the line. Really, all you need to do is Digivolve rookie, see this card, and if you mill that War Growl, that's fine because you can pull it back off of this and then Digivolve into it. So generally, like, this is your play starter in a lot of ways. It's why I only run 1 of this Growlmon. It's still good. It's not on deletion, it's a when Digivolving, you have to fix the image. But it's a delete 1 your opponent's Digimon with 3k DP or less. If nothing was deleted, then you trash top 2. So this gets your floodgates out of the way for memory gain and whatnot. And the inheritable is decent. You may delete 1 of your other Digimon when attacking to gain sec +1. It's okay. I personally prefer Dobermon in the deck, is why I run 2 Dobermon, especially because we run the Alice. So Dobermon's significance is that if you have Alice McCoy in play, you reduce the play cost by 2. So it's essentially a 3-drop champion that on deletion mills the top 3 cards of your deck, then returns a purple Digimon or Tamer card to your hand. So I find this to be very useful if I'm able to see Alice early game and then I just spam Dobermon. Sometimes, honestly, like, if Dobermon swings and dies and I have nothing else in trash or I don't need anything else, I'll just pull Dobermon back, play Dobermon again, because with Alice on board, it's only playing down for 3, and I find that to be super useful. It's really great for me in the early game just to come up and swing. I get the mill 3, then I get to pull any purple Digimon back, which is the entire deck. So it's why I like Dobermon over more Growlmons, and that's why I choose to run 2 of these and just 1 Growlmon. And then moving on to Ultimates, it's just 4 War Growl, which is the only ultimate you need. It's mill top 3, then if a player has 5 or more in their trash, you play a Digimon from your hand or trash without paying the cost. So, the idea is, you get this out, you have the Alice on board, you play the Digimon, and you get to go into your level 6s, reducing cost by 3. Because what does Alice do? It's our only tamer. We run 2 of it in the deck. I know I'm jumping ahead, but it's important to know. We run 2 of this in the deck, only 2, because we have both rivals that can pull a tamer back, as well as Dober that can pull a tamer back, and again, space is hard. But when one of your Digimon would Digivolve from level 5 to 6, you may delete one of your Digimon to reduce the Digi-Evolution cost by 3. That means with this Digimon, you're effectively gaining a memory back on your 3 cost to Digivolve. Your Leviamon, I mean, let's be honest, the Leviamon's going to be a 2 cost to Digivolve with the Alice, but then it's going to pop some things. So it's going to be either 1, 0, or +1, you know? And those are our only level 6s. So Alice is really good. If you can see Alice in your turn 1, turn 2, fantastic. I do play a lot of games where I don't see the Alice, unfortunately. Even when I was running it at 3. And the problem with it at 3 is that once you see 1, you don't want any more because you don't need them. So that's why I'm like, all right, I'll just play with 2 because there's just so many other cards I'd rather have, especially with, obviously, the training boost. Let's move on to our level 6s. We've got 2 Leviamon because it's freaking Leviamon. I love my big Croc or the dog or whatever you guys think it is. I love Croc. On play when Digivolving, if your opponent has as many or more total Digimon and Tamers as you delete one of your opponent's highest level Digimon. Then, even if you don't satisfy that last condition, you delete one of your opponent's lowest level Digimon. In other words, Leviamon will always delete the lowest level Digimon. If your opponent has as many or more Digimon and Tamers than you also delete the highest level. That means if you have Leviamon and the rookie on field, and your opponent has a level 4, a level 3 on field, you pop both the level 4 and the level 3. That is how that card works. And then the really special part about it is all turns when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, no conditions on it, no once per turn, gain 1 memory for each Digimon deleted. It's worded in that way so that when you delete the Digimon, it's not like, oh, an effect deleted, you just gain 1 per effect. No, for every Digimon deleted, you gain 1 memory. So if you're popping 2 Digimon, Leviamon's always a 3 cost to Digivolve. If you're and remember, you pop the Gazimon, so the memory gain comes after the Gazimon is deleted. So it's effectively always a 3 to 4 cost to Digivolve when you're going into it. That means with Alice, yeah, you can see why that's so good. And of course, we run 3 of the Queen, Lilithmon. Lilithmon, such an OG card back from BT3. When Digivolving, if you've got 10 or more cards in your trash, you may return up to 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand, and once per turn, when you use an option card, gain 2 memory. So that's what makes the deck so good, because your Jack Raid, which gains you 1 for every 10, I'll jump to it real quick, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in your trash. That means at 0 cost, if you just have a Lilithmon, it's going to gain you 2 memory. And then for every 10, you gain an additional. So I've definitely played a Jack Raid when I've had 20 in trash, gained 4 memory, 2 from Jack Raid, and then 2 from the Lilithmon. Puts me into fantastic spots, whether I need to go into ruin mode on the same turn, or I just want to hard drop, something else and choke my opponent, or delete something, Lilithmon has lots of versatility, and she's kind of what enables the loop to keep going. That's why it's called a MilithLoop deck. Speaking of MilithLoop, the loop consists of getting into ruin mode, because ruin mode, as you all know, on Digivolve, on deletion, until the end of your opponent's next turn, all your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000 DP. And then at the end of the attack, you delete ruin mode, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon, you recover 1, and if you have a tamer in play, a la Alice, you hatch a Digi-Egg. So the loop prior to EX5 and prior to getting the boost, the wisdom boost, was go into ruin mode with the Alice on field, gain enough memory, like you're gonna have enough memory to basically Digivolve, swing, die, hatch an egg, Digivolve again, lock your opponent out of their next turn because it's an egg 10k and they most likely can't do anything, and then just do it again next turn. Now the deck's kind of morphed a little bit. I don't play it in that way. Other people might, but I don't play it in that way. I just use it for a soft lock, minus 5k. If they have like a 1 to 5k rookie or champion, I'll just lock them out of that. but generally I use Ruin Mode to just kind of give me that soft lock, because there's other things I do, such as our Biting Crush, because we do run 2 Biting Crush, 2 Rivals Barrage. Rivals is in here for the when it's trashed from deck, to be honest, but it is still a bomb. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level in security, and delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level from hand. You can't deny that it's good, especially in a mill deck. We really just play it to be able to pull back a purple Digimon or Tamer from trash to hand, namely being Ruin Mode, Lilithmon, or if you need some other piece. And then of course 2 Biting Crush. We play 5 7 Great Demon Lords, and Biting Crush says, by trashing 1 card in your hand, you delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower. If this effect trashed a card with the 7 Great Demon Lord trait, place this card in the battle area, and then all turns when an effect plays an opponent's Digimon, delay, you may play a Leviamon from your trash without paying the cost. That means against some decks, you just slam this down and say, all right, deal with it. Especially with Lilith, this is a 6 cost to get out, to pop out a Leviamon. Insanely good. Absolutely insanely good. Not too good that we run more, because again, space is tight. Of course, it's a mill deck. We run 3 Deathslinger, would be 4, because Deathslinger is still good. But we don't have space for it. It's when trash from deck, you gain a memory, and then main effect is you delete a level 4 or lower. For every 10 in trash, you add 1 to the maximum level. So just a good card. Now our boost lineup. We run 4 of the Mist Memory Boost. Mist Memory Boost is a trash 2, draw 1, and then gain 2 memory on the delay. So this is good for setting up your trash early game. We run 2 Purple Memory Boost, good for digging for the piece that you need. You already know what Purple Memory Boost does, I don't have to explain it. And then 4 Wisdom Draining, because Wisdom Training is just so good. You can literally pull any card from the deck into your hand. Reveal top 2, add a purple card. You can pull a Jack Raid. You can pull the Ruin Mode. Do you need a Biting Crush for some reason? You can pull that. You can go Wisdom into Wisdom. It doesn't matter. This card is good and it pulls our Alice. So I rerun 4 of it. I wish I could see it in my opening hands more. It's definitely the best card in the deck. That's why I run 4 of this and just 2 Purple Mem Boost. More often than not, my Purple Mem Boost do whiff. So it's really just there for the emergency play of I need a Digimon now. Mist Memory Boost is generally my boost of choice because it's just a trash 2, draw 1, you know? We've got our 1 of Calling from the Darkness, because you can't have a Milith deck without Calling. Calling is just good. There's a reason it's limited. Delete a Digimon and then return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. Pull back your Lilith, pull back your Ruin Mode, pull back something that you might need. It's good, especially because it's not a 1 of in this deck. You can recur it with Lilithmon. And then of course, 4 Jack Raid, because you do not play a deck with Lilithmon in it without at least 4 Jack Raid. It's just too good. Why would you not? If I had to make any changes to this deck, I would definitely add more memory boost, but again, there's just no space. And it's not even like, maybe I might go up on a purple memory boost. Maybe I could play a glaive memory boost or 2, but I just don't have the space for it, to be honest. I could cut down, this Growlmon that gives me a spot. I could be ballsy and cut a Ruin Mode down by 1. I probably wouldn't. You can go Deathslinger down 1, but it's just not worth it in my opinion. I think the 10 boosts are enough. Because there's just nothing else better to play. You're going to play more Mem Boost, but more purple Mem Boost, but then you're going to bottom deck half your deck, which we see is 22 options and 2 Tamers. Quite literally half of your deck is going to be, you have the potential to bottom deck your deck, or any card that you reveal off the purple Mem Boost. That's why I only run the 2. Glaive is only good if you have something in trash you want to pull back, and we've got Black Growlmon that pulls the line back. We've got Calling that pulls back anything. And then Dobermon, which is why I like Dobermon in place of Glaive, because it also does the same utility, but on a Digimon. And then, of course, you could also run, more removal, but why would you run more removal? You could run Iron Mako, the starter deck Iron Mako, which is a good card. It's good card of being able to get cards from your hand into the deck to get milled. But the problem is it whiffs. The only thing it's going to add is a Demon Lord, which is only 5 out of the 45 cards, or I guess 5 out of the 35 cards that will be in your deck. And again, you just don't have space. If I had a 60 card deck, I'd probably play this. But without that, no shot. The 1 card I definitely see a lot of utility in playing is the Secret Rare Gallantmon, which is how I was playing this deck previously. I just don't have any space for it. I could probably, if I wanted to, bump down take out that Growlmon and put in one of these. There's definitely been times I wish I had something that I could just play out and be like, ah, yes. I can't say anything bad about it. It's a good card. It's a Papa 6k or less on play when digivolving and when attacking, not once per turn with Rush. Pop 6k or less if nothing was deleted. Papa 13k or more. This comboed off for Ruin mode is disgusting. If you can't delete something off for Ruin mode for some reason, play Gallantmon. I could definitely make a case for playing a Gallantmon or two because it's just that good a card and it is recurable off of Black Growlmon. That being said, that's about all the changes I would make to the deck. I wouldn't really do anything else. The Milith deck lists are very tight. Like I said, we've got 10 boost in here. We've got the 4 Jack Raid, and that alone, that's 14 cards that are a must. You got your 3 Miliths. You got the line, which is already pretty thin as is. Even if you take out the Growlmon or you replace the Dobers with Growlmon, you're still pretty freaking thin. You could take out Leviamons if you don't like playing with Leviamons, and then you could fit into Gallantmons easily, right? You could pop back in the 1 Growlmon here, you can play the 2 Gallantmons, and then you can get away with playing probably a 3rd Mem boost and then some other shenanigans. But I personally really like Leviamon, that's how I'd play the deck, and that is my deck list. If you guys like this video, please drop a like and let me know what you think of this deck list, any improvements that I can make, and what you would play differently, do differently in this deck, and enjoy this gameplay video that I've got for you. All right, we're trying this again. Oh, look, we have a playable hand. All right, bet. We're off to the races. We're keeping this hand. We've got 1, 2, 3 plays. Digivolve, depending on what they put us at, we either Digivolve again or we play Mem Boost. And I don't go first this time, so we're goated. All right, let's see. Okay, we're playing it in the yellow deck, Kiaromon. I said yellow deck and I might as well just said yellow vaccine. We already know what this is. Ooh, Garomon. Okay, is this Mastamon? Yes, this is. This is Mastamon. All right. I wonder how this matchup will go. I should be able to mill them out. So they took the Anjewomon, the Lady Every, bottom decked a Mastamon. So let's Digivolve. Let's hatch here. We're at a whole 5 memory. So to be honest, I think the play here is I want to... I kind of actually want to Digivolve this one. Let's do the Mem Boost. We trash Bite and Crush on a Lilith. We draw a War Growl. That's not bad. Okay, that's pretty good actually. And then we'll hard drop the Digimon. Yeah, that worked out. That's the play I like. So now let's see what we know. They took a Anjewomon and a Lady Devi. They didn't take the Mastamon. So the question is if they have the Mastamon already, or if they just felt they needed the 2 pieces in hand, or if they're gonna go into an Ophanimon. So they opt not to raise, which leads me to believe that they might try to pop this Giamon. So let's see what they do. Garomon does reduce the Digi-Evolution cost of a Archangel or Fallen Angel by 2. So Anjewomon, Lady Devimon, both are 1 cost to Digivolve here. Alright, so there's the Anjewomon. So yeah, this is most likely an Ophani play then. Yep. Alright, there's the Ophani play. That's gonna pop when we both mill 2. Alright, I mill a Rivals. That's goated for me. And now let's see. Oh, we're really good here. We're gonna Digivolve for 2. We're gonna mill 2. And then we're gonna... I don't want to pull back Giamon. I'm actually gonna leave that there. We're gonna pop our Mem Boost, head up to 3. Let's Digivolve for 3. Now we're gonna mill another 3. Now this is good. Let's do this one again. Yeah. Play that one again. And then what do I have in here? I think I'm just gonna waste the Jack Raid. It's not gonna gain us any memory, but that puts enough in trash for us to go into Lilith and then pull back the 2 Jack Raids. Now the question is, do I want the 2 Jack Raids or do I want like the Mem Boost? let's see, 24 to 26. So I don't want to do too much milling on my part. I need to do more mill on them. So I'll probably pull back the 2 Jack Radiant. Now, if they pop the Digimon again, unless they take a swing with this Kudamon here. But let's also see how they react to this Lilithmon. I'm set up for another play because I've got Digimon. If this Digimon lives here, I'm probably going to try to Digivolve into this Dober so I can pull back this Alice that I trashed. On Jaemon, well, Lilith is going bye-bye. I'm perfectly fine with that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. That's a fair trade-off for me. And yeah, Ophani's out of here. So, gonna play back out a Gatomon here. I guess he could play the Kudamon. Pillow, that could be a play. I don't know if you'll play that Patamon. But I'd probably play the Gatomon. It's the strongest play. It's a free level 4. It's a search for purple and yellow. And then you also get, you know, to Digivolve for 1, essentially. Yep, so that's the play. Strong play. You take Patamon, you take probably Ophani again. You don't really need Chaos Mode in this against this matchup. I mean, the Alice pop is important, but let's see what the purple card that they take is. Alright, so they take the Ophani, yep. And so they'll probably pass turn Digivolving for 1 because they went into the Anjumon, so we know they have a Lady Devi in hand, so they can actually, if it's the Lady Devi I recall, yeah, so they're going to pitch 1 and then they can pull back the Mastamon here if they want. Yeah, pitch 1, return a Mirai, Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel. So I don't know what they'll pitch from hand, but I do anticipate they'll pull back a Mastamon. It's against a matchup like this why I think the new Mastamon support is so nice. I mean, Scapegoat is super clutch. Because once you establish this Mastamon stack, like all I would have to do is, you know, Rivals Barrage or Fighting Crush, and boom, your big Jogger stack is gone. That was my same problem with Examon, Megadeth. I just invested all those resources and you just 5-cost Megadeth me. Oh, they actually returned the Mirai. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna hatch here. We're going to Digivolve our boy for 0. And then I will Jack Raid. We'll Digivolve for 2. Then we'll take this swing. Mem boost, unfortunate. It is what it is. We'll just drop Mem boost here. Ooh, trash Deathslinger, that's nice. And draw Leviamon, and then Leviamon and trash. That is nice. Alright, cool. And then we're set up for another turn. So most likely, well, either, I don't think, if I'm thinking about it, that the only way you really get rid of anything outside of deletion in Mastamon is Anjumon, since we saw that, which is in their security. So they're gonna have to swing into this, and then when they do swing into this, or they delete it, however they do, we are pulling back that Alice so that we can start facilitating a little bit more plays. They're at 19 cards in deck, so it should get to a point where I'm able to deck them out, and I still have a Rivals, so that once I mill my Ruin mode, which I do run 2 of, I can pull those back. I also have 2 Liliths here, so there's 1 more Lilith in the deck. So I actually might need to Rivals for that Lilith. I guess we'll see what happens, but we're set up strong. We've got essentially 2 more lines here, Black Growl into the War Growl, so we don't really need to pull anything back from trash either. And then if I do need to, I can just hop into Leviamon. But by the time I kick off, depends what they put me at, but if they do another Ophani play, because they do have the yellow from the Gatomon, they'll pop this, puts me to 3. I Digivolve for 2. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's right. I forgot they had the Lady Devi, so not 3, it goes to 2. So pops this, I get to mill 3. Double Deathslinger is a card. Yeah, so we're gonna pull the Alice. Do I need the Alice at this point? I guess, yeah. Might just do anything. Take it back. We get double Deathslinger off that Dober mill, which is insanely good. And we're at 14, they're at 17. Do I want to raise and pop off now? I don't think so, to be honest. I've got time. I think we're just going to get set up a little bit more. So do I drop the Alice now? Yeah, let's just drop the Alice. And then we're going to drop this Digimon. No. Let me think. This is gonna raise, this is gonna do shenanigans. They can delete this, it'll mill them too, it'll mill me some. I think that's a fine play. I don't want to get too low on my mills because I do need to mill them a bunch of cards. But if they're going to do shenanigans with Patamon, it's going to set me up really well. Because they're going to draw. This is Kyaramon, so they're going to Digivolve, draw. They don't get the recovery. Not that one. No, they do get to put a vaccine, but it's from hand, so that doesn't matter to me as much. Okay. They put an Anjewomon into security there. You're gonna gain that memory, get jamming for the turn. I would probably give jamming to your Anjewomon. Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't care if Ofani dies because she just recurs. Meanwhile, for me, I'm at 20 cards of trash. I got a Jack Raid, a missed memory boost, so I've got 4 memory to work with, whatever they put me to. So I'm effectively at 5 memory. I've got this as a play. This is gonna mill them 5 cards. If this dies, it mills another 2. So we're looking at 8 to 10 cards for them. But I'm also going to be low between Digivolving and milling, so I need to be careful that I don't mill myself out. If I could find the Ruin mode, it'd be nice. There's the Ruin mode. So Ruin mode will definitely, most likely, pop out next turn, potentially actually, because if I don't draw into a Lilithmon, I will probably need to pull back the Lilithmon. But we'll see what happens. What is the move here from Astamon? They take this one with Ofani, hit purple mem boost, nice. So we're at 7 memory effectively now. I'll be honest. They're gonna go to 5. What are they gonna do here? Digivolve for. Oh, they're gonna drop me Ray. They're gonna Digivolve into. No, they can't. They're gonna Ruin mode. I'm fine with that play. I am perfectly fine with that play. Because I'll tell you exactly what I'm about to do. This is essentially an 11 drop Leviamon, so let's not give them a lot of memory to work with. And we will just hard drop Leviamon. And Leviamon will go chomp chomp. 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 We gain 2 memory. I'm at 11, they're at 12, and this actually sets me up pretty decently. They're at 8 whole security. I'm not winning this game by swinging, I can tell you that much. I mean, I have 2 checks on Levia, but I don't really care to swing, to be honest. Yes, keep drawing, keep drawing! Digivolve again! I'll mill you out! We know we've got a guaranteed 5 mil here, and when we play the Digimon off the Growlmon, we can Digivolve into another one, so we could potentially we could mill 10 next turn. The thing is, I do need a fair bit of memory to accomplish that, and I used up a lot of it on the Leviamon play, which I don't mind because they're effectively at a hard spot here. We know we have 2 memory. It depends on what they put us at. We know we have at least 2 memory off the Jack Raid, and there is only the 1 Jack Raid in trash. So we know there's 2 more in the deck. So as long as we don't mill them, we're good. Okay, TK chokes me to 1. But this does mean they're going down to 9 cards in deck. All right, there's the Jack Raid. Now the question is, do I want to do it? If I raise, I'm going to Digivolve for 2, mill 2. So I'll use a Jack Raid. They'll put me down to 1. Then I Jack Raid again. If I raise Jack rate 27, that puts 29. No, that's tragic. I'm just gonna keep myself right there. Actually just gonna take my 2 swings with Leviamon, to be honest. Chaos Stag! Give it to me. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think the move here is, to be honest... Oh, what? Nothing for Chaos Stag, huh? You may place. Okay, interesting. Very interesting that they decided to not do anything off of that. Since you want to be that ballsy, I too will be that ballsy. Should I ruin mode them? Did I die next turn? I don't think I die next turn, to be honest. But screw it. We'll do it. Screw it! We'll do it. So now they can't raise. And I've also got a calling, which is pretty strong. Because now I can pull back my Lilithmon. Honestly, I can kind of just keep waiting. Yep, there's the Chaos Tag. Oh, Wisdom Training. Bye-bye. Okay, we got 8 cards in deck. They've got 9. I still don't think they win. So we're going to keep, because what we're going to do is we're just going to calling. We're going to pull back our Lilith here. We only need the 1. Ooh, actually, I should pull back a Leviamon too. No. Because we want to leave 28 cards in trash. We're going to Wisdom here. See what we pull into. Yeah, we're going to pull the Ruin mode. And then we're going to drop this Giamon. So we're set up strong. We can Digivolve for 2. We're gonna mill 2. Then our Jack rates become 3 cost memory gainers, or a memory gain of 3, however you want to put that. But this will let us do a little bit more degenerate plays, especially because now we have the Lilith in hand and the Alice. So they spit out 8 Gatomon on top of that Kudomon. So yeah, they're gonna do a Mastamon play here, but again, I still don't think they win. You don't have anything with Russian trash. No Black Gatomon. Anjuwomon only lets you do 2 checks. You don't have a way to unsuspend. So unless you like Ruin mode again, lock me out of my next turn, then we're in a predicament. Then we're in a sticky predicament. Then maybe I should have pulled back the Leviamon. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so Lady Devi. Now they get to DNA. This Giamon hits trash and they ruin. Oh, they're gonna take a swing actually. Wisdom Training is nice as long as I don't get Ruin moded. Oh wait. No, yeah. No, they still don't have anything with Rush. So still not worried about. I guess it depends on what's in security, right? I guess that's the big thing. Let's see what they add to security. Probably just the... I mean, I guess they could add an Ofani. It doesn't really matter what they add here. I guess you don't know, you can't add Ruin mode. You can only add a level 6 or below her. So, or below lower. So that she can't take it back with TK. Could do Pillowmon. Pillowmon does stunt my little play I was anticipating for next turn. And this Mastamon stack is a sec +1 retail stack, so no blocker here. There's not 5 or fewer cards, so they won't get the -2 on my Giamon. Okay, so they're probably going to play the Pillowmon then. Yep, so they play the Pillowmon, so they know that they can't win this turn, but they can definitely lock me out of doing shenanigans for my next turn. Ah, forgot about Mastamon's second effect. That's definitely a thing. That is for sure a thing. All right, so this Mastamon is now 2 checks jamming. Ooh, second ruin mode. That's right, it was at the bottom of security. Yep, that's pretty tough. But as long as I don't get ruin moded here, I win. Because they've done a lot. There are 5 cards left in deck, and I've got the line. So we're just banking on no ruin mode. If they do ruin mode, I could still kind of achieve it. It's just gonna be a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Is it my turn? No, it's still opponent's turn. Ah, Patamon, perfect, we win. Raise. All right, Wisdom, do this. We're gonna Digivolve here, 4-2, which is for free. Both players mill 2. I return nothing. And then we do it again, just because we can. Go here. And then we're going to Digivolve here for 3. Both players mill 3. We don't do anything. And then we just enter. And GG. That's it. Milith, baby.